Hello, I am your host, Smooth. Welcome to Chew the Fat, and today we are going to talk about DJ Academics and how the fresh and fit situation is only the tip of the iceberg. Right after this. Welcome. Thank you for tuning in today. First and foremost, please do like, share, and subscribe. Do not forget to hit the notification bell. Now we're going to get right into it. Today we will be explaining what's going on with DJ Academics. I've seen a few people cover it, and this might be a little bit of a different angle. And Fresh and Fit was a complete dumpster fire, and that seems to be what everybody's focusing on right now. But there's a little more to it. We will start off with the Fresh and Fit video. I'll play as much as I can, and we'll get into it. Like to see it? Here it goes.
No. I was just trying to say, listen, now.
Okay. So you want what do you?
I just want to know why your voice is that fucking deep.
Why?
Now your voice is a little deep. I'm gonna keep it 100. I don't even think I was trying to say that.
No, it's not.
Pop Smoke.
How?
If you was dating my nigga Fresh, you know what I mean? He looking for a girl and everything, you know what I mean?
Right there is kind of crazy because, he's obviously grandstanding. He wants to grandstand, and that's fine. But I wanted to know what was the reason he felt like throwing Fresh into the mix of that. Oh, yeah, he's looking for a girlfriend. We're going to keep going, but I just wanted y'all to pay attention to that.
How would you showcase the fact that you alpha to my nigga?
I would have made him submit to me and do whatever I want.
What the fuck?
Hold on. Okay, so you'd have a nigga like Fresh sucking your toes.
Yes.
There he goes again, putting Fresh into a compromising position. Understand that this is not Academics podcast at all. This is actually the Fresh and Fit podcast. So right now, he's actually taking control of the show. Fresh is just sitting there. Myron went off. He said he was going to fix the sound, but I don't know. To me, it kind of feels like the quality of the show just went downhill. He probably didn't want to tell DJ Academics to get lost or, start a confrontation right then and there in front of everyone, particularly on live with 20,000 people watching. Shout out to Fresh and Fit for having a crazy podcast. 20,000 people watching live is crazy. But, yeah, he didn't want to do that. I don't think he wanted the confrontation. If you ask me, I could be very wrong. But I think he wanted to avoid the confrontation with Academics. And Fresh is just sitting here watching it happen. Let's go.
Hold on.
Like, if you have a okay dick and you still can't fuck.
Yo, I ain't even trying to get too TMI. When you fucking a nigga sucking his dick, real rap, is your voice that fucking deep, or at least you got like the we're fucking voice?
Why? You want me to make a little bit of noise?
No, I'm just saying. If I heard Pop Smoke talking from heaven while I'm stroking, I'm soft.
But you have to lose some weight until you can see your dick, nigga.
Shout out to Homegirl for the zingers off the top because she was going head to head with Homeboy. She don't care who DJ Academics is. She don't care where she's at. She didn't lose her mind. She didn't lose her composure. And she was able to just keep it coming. Pause.
So you're saying that if I lose some weight and I become your broke ass bitch ass boyfriend, right? Shit. No? Huh? And I start fucking with a masculine bitch like you with fake titties, right? With a fucking tattoo on your face.
Yeah, nigga.
Masculine as shit.
Yes.
How are you gonna be sounding?
Bitches like fat niggas like you, so what's the problem?
Bitches love rich niggas like me.
Rich,
I bet your boyfriend
it
never slight
was
me.
the matter.
I bet your boyfriend never slight me.
But he can't fuck
Hold
you
on,
better
hold on.
than you would. So
But I bet you live in a fucking Section 8 housing and I live in a fucking mansion with
Yeah, what is the difference?
Hold on, relax.
It doesn't really get any worse than that. Now, we were talking about grandstanding right now. Now listen, he brought her boyfriend into it. Boyfriend has nothing to do with it, but he's just trying to hit home by any means necessary. She did say a couple of comments that were very embarrassing, and he didn't like that. So right now, it's a standoff. If you look just off the beginning, I saw this entire video, and, it's a few hours. Now, what he's doing, when they came in late, him and Sneeko. Sneeko's the guy with the red glasses in the back. He's also a really big YouTuber that's just been banned temporarily, if I'm not mistaken, from YouTube. And DJ Academics is really, really reaching right now. He is really trying to get her out of here. But this is some serious gaslighting from the beginning. He came at her crazy. Pause. But we're gonna keep it going.
Relax, Shirley. Your man ain't here. And he couldn't afford to get in this building, okay? Let me tell you this. I'm asking you, who said disrespectful?
it's man disrespectful, boy. You been
Shut the fuck up,
disrespectful.
nigga. Stop playing.
Oh.
Stop. Yo, my nigga done fucked you, nigga, like in the Airbnb. Get the fuck on out.
Actually, you should know him enough to know he's fucking cat.
Shorty, stop playing. Stop playing. Get over here. Stop playing.
You just like to disrespect a
I'm
woman
talking
like
facts,
that.
nigga.
No,
Talking facts, nigga. Talking facts,
Fucking
nigga.
disrespectful.
I'm talking facts, nigga.
Just lame niggas.
I'm
fucking shit
talking
like that.
facts, nigga.
You not, nigga.
Let somebody say something. I'm talking facts, nigga.
I'm happy, nigga. You want happy?
Nigga, my boy fucked you in the Airbnb that I rented, nigga. That I paid, nigga. That I paid the whole money. Don't come over here talking that shit. All that cap you been doing on all motherfucking Fresh and Fit. Big Ack is here now.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that? Big Ack is here now. Look what he said. Look what he said. All that cap that y'all be giving to Fresh and Fit. Big Ack is here now. As if to say he's way better and you can't get the same nonsense that you get off on Fresh and Fit because I'm better. For real? I'm more thorough. I'm more efficient. The same nonsense that you can pull on Fresh and Fit, you can't do that to me. On their platform. Look at Fresh. Nothing happening. Nothing happening. And believe me, man, I really feel like this is why Myron left, because he just didn't want the confrontation, because he would look crazy allowing this. He would look crazy allowing this during his podcast, because he usually serves as a very good, mediator. He doesn't allow this type of thing to happen on his watch. But I don't think he wanted to go head to head with Academics, because I've seen him destroy podcasts before, their podcast before. So this is getting crazy right now.
My nigga fucked the shit up. Yo, the nigga gave you a fucking rose, bitch, and he fucked the shit out of you. That's facts. And say something about it. Yo, nigga said you had the loosest pussy he fucked in 10 years, nigga. Get on camera.
Come on. What we doing? What we doing? What are we doing? What was the necessity of that? Why do you feel like he had to really tell all her business and his homeboy's business? What if homeboy got a girl or something like that?
Oh my, Silky was all in your fucking guts. That's
name dropped. Name dropped. So now hope Silky ain't got a wife or girlfriend, because homeboy just gave a timeline, showed an actual chick that Silky done smashed. What if he don't want everybody to know that he smashed this joint? You know what I'm saying? Like, come on. I mean, I dig the whole roasting thing, but it got tasteless at this point. And when you over here snitching your boys out, that's a whole nother animal. And then he felt the need to mention the fact that he bought the Airbnb. So he making his homeboy Silky look like a straight lame right about now. For real.
facts. You won't get back on here and talk about it, because I'll expose that shit. Don't come on here talking all that bullshit. Y'all can lie to Myron. This big act in the building, nigga.
He did it again. Y'all could lie to Myron. Just in case you think I was just putting this off on Fresh, let me let you know I'm better than Myron too. Y'all can lie to Myron, But this is Big Ack in the building, establishing his dominance on the Fresh and Fit live podcast. Disrespectful.
Anybody got something to say? Hold on. Anybody got something to say? Oh, cut that bitch, Mike. Anybody got something?
Look at him. Further is trying to establish dominance. Cut her mic off.
You a masculine looking bitch with a face tat, nigga, and some fake titties, my nigga. We think you a nigga.
And
to keep it real, we need a DNA
no,
test, bitch.
some real shit. What's going on right now? What is niggas doing right now?
Yeah.
What's the point of this shit?
Why is that?
Mike Sherrod, he's a positive dude. He was on there. He did not know that DJ Academics and Sneaker were going to sneak into the situation later on in the podcast. It changed the entire mood, right? The whole vibe changed. And right now he's trying to stop it because he realizes that this is truly degrading the quality of the podcast. And he's not enjoying what's going on right here. So he tries to intervene. What's the point of this? What are y'all doing right now?
LGBT community to cancel this nigga. Well, the LGBT community to cancel
Y'all
him like
niggas off the chain right now.
Oh,
This shit is getting ridiculous.
He said y'all off the chain right now. This is getting ridiculous. I'm glad he was able to call him out when he saw some nonsense happening, but carry on.
the LGBTQ community will only jump in if you admit you a nigga. Are you a nigga or are you a girl? If you a nigga, they'll hop.
Saw that? Look, he got up. He got up. He got up. He said, this is corny. Right there. Right there. He couldn't stand it anymore. And as he leaves, watch what he does with his hand. He's going to do the guillotine when he gets to the corner of the room as he's leaving. Watch his hand. He did the guillotine like, I'm out, yo. Like, he said, this is corny. Got up. Now, they tried to explain later to say, oh, no, he was hungry and blah, blah, blah. Nah. He said, this is corny. The facts are right here for you, man. It's right here. He did not get up because he was hungry and because he had other stuff to do. He got up because he didn't want to be a part of this. He saw this was a dumpster fire and wanted no parts. Look at him when he got up. He was angry, noticeably upset.
If you admit you a nigga. Are you a nigga or are you a girl? If you a nigga, they'll hop in.
They will hop in because you're talking about them. You're talking about trans women. That is
I think
right
you
now
a
So, yeah. So that's what we got going on with that. That was that part, right? I'm getting to something. I'm walking in on something. There's something coming up right now, and I'm going to show you. Here's the next instance, right? There's something else that happened. Same night, because he was in Miami, right? He was doing his thing in Miami. And this is what happened after the fact. He's still with Fresh, right there. And look. There's Fresh right there. So Fresh did not leak this because he's there with that. This was the angle that the Shade Room of World Star got. He obviously filmed it. He made sure he had it on camera and laughing. Okay. So look. That instance, he got into a fight with the female that he said couldn't handle the fact of his stardom and females approaching him and, you know, just for him. And it was too much for her. Whatever the reason. End up getting into a fight, whatever. When you bring out a female who you know is jealous, he knew she was jealous, right? And you let her drink like that. That's a problem. And I know you can't control what another person does. But if you realize that they drink and they're jealous and you're going to be around a bunch of people, that's a bad idea. If you listen to what he said, again, he said, I am the prize. And, you know, just grandstanding again. He obviously wants people to witness him like this. This is by design. He knew that there were several cameras filming. If he knew that, the best thing to do would have been to walk away. But apparently he wanted a viral situation. Now, a little bit before that, he was on The Breakfast Club. I'm not sure how many of you are familiar with how The Breakfast Club works, but they don't just interview anybody. Now, DJ Academics was pretty popular. He's actually been on there before, maybe 2013, 2014. And he has a relationship with Charlamagne the God. However, you can't just get on The Breakfast Club unless you have something going on relevant right now. Prior to this because this happened after The Breakfast Club, he did something else to make sure that he can get on The Breakfast Club. And I'll show you what he did. Let's go into the Breakfast Club. I'm just going to show you like a quick snip of what the Breakfast Club looked like. So he did make it to The Breakfast Club.
From last week, like, because one thing I saw people keep saying is, you know, what has academics done for the culture? How would you answer that question? It's
Yeah. So he did make it to The Breakfast Club, and he had something to talk about. You can't really show very much of those interviews because they will rip your video right down. So I didn't want to do too much there. But yeah, what have you done for the culture? And the reason they asked that is because he made it a whole storyline. He understands how media works. He knows that it's very easy to promote negativity over positivity. He understands that. That's what he does for a living. So he's an expert at this. So why not do it for yourself? Maybe he has a new PR person, or maybe he just thought of it himself. But I do know that he understands how this thing works. He promotes negativity all day. That's how he makes his living. And he understands that people get much more attention from something negative. He needed to do something negative to be able to appear on The Breakfast Club. So he had something that people would be interested in listening to. And we'll get into that now.
That's what it is. So that's what I'm trying to tell you. Them old rappers, man, them niggas, bro, have you seen any of these old rappers who be like, yo, they're the foundation of hip hop really living good? Them niggas be looking really dusty. I kid you not. And then none of y'all try to come for me because I don't fuck with y'all niggas either. So I'm just tell y'all the truth. Y'all be looking like, every time there be like an old nigga talking about hip hop, you be like, yo, bro, you sure you invented this? Because everybody else living better than you.
Yeah. All right. So look who pops up. It's your homeboy LL. DJ Academics is no fool. He knew that if he was going to say that, all of the older legends were going to come for him. Pause. LL Cool J, Fat Joe, Russell Simmons, Busta Rhymes, DJ Premier, countless people advertised for DJ Academics. Some of them behaved like they didn't know who he was. But they, even if they did or didn't, it doesn't matter. A lot of people who didn't know who he was knew who he was. He knew that he was coming up in the Google search results. He knew that if he did this, he would make a good interview for Breakfast Club. So now you can call up Charlamagne and say, yo, Dig, I got something. They want to talk about this. Here we go. Book it. And here's LL's response.
Because trust me, you playing yourself. Because without these dudes and these girls who started this hip-hop culture, a lot of the guys that's out there talking tough, you wouldn't even have a career.
Okay, so in that next clip, I'll show you in a second. Because what I want to, all right, we'll get that out the way. For the most part, he's pretty calculated. A lot of people say that, oh, he's drinking too much. He's just in a drunken rage and whatever. Me, as a former go hard drinker, I understand how that goes. I mean, even when you drink hard, if you do that every day, then listen, you're fine. Everything that you're saying, you know what you're saying, you know what you're doing. You might have a little more courage to say what it is that you want, but you recognize what it is that you're doing. You're still conscious of it. He's a media guy, so he's going to default to his normal frame. So everything that he said is calculated. He meant to do this. Everything that he said, he knew he would get that type of reaction. He meant to do it. The only time I'd say where he probably didn't mean it was, I know you guys know the infamous fall asleep right here. Yeah, that's one time you probably don't want to get drunk. Yeah, he fell asleep on the Certified Lover Boy album by Drake. And, yeah, that was that. Other than that, man, he knows what he's doing, man. He's very calculated. What DJ Academics is doing is PR. Right now, he's on a PR bonanza. That's what's happening. And it's working because everyone, including myself, is now talking about the guy. A couple weeks ago, nobody would have been talking about DJ Academics. A couple of weeks ago, a lot of people didn't know who DJ Academics was, particularly the older crowd. So think about how many demographics he just opened up to. Think about that. Just think about that. And many people believe that all publicity is good publicity. But one thing we do know for sure that's indisputable is that negative press you don't have to push on your own. Everyone will help you. So I want to know what you guys think about this. Let me know down below if you think this is a good way to promote yourself. Do you think that this can eventually bite you in the butt? Do you think I don't know what I'm talking about? Do you think that I didn't do enough research and really dig in and understand what's going on? Or maybe I am just delusional. I want you guys to let me know what it is that you think down below in the comments. And until next time, stay hungry, my friends. Never thirsty.